So today I'm over at a family member's house helping out. They just had surgery and they're not able to mow the lawn right now. So I figured this would be a good opportunity. Let's bring over the Milwaukee M18 that I've been using recently, and I can kind of give you my first impressions of using it over the first 30 days. So this lawn that we're cutting today is actually pretty much, I mean, there's only one way to put it. It's definitely overgrown, and it's been raining a lot lately, so it's actually still kind of wet in some spots, and this is a very thick fescue lawn. So an optimal test for the Milwaukee M18 to come in here and kind of show its cut quality. So we're going to do 3 different types. I'm going to really just mulch one section of this lawn. We're going to side discharge, and then I'm going to put the bag on and we'll bag it. I've tried the bagging and the mulching on my own yard. I have not tried the mulch plug yet, or the side discharge plug, so we're going to try that out and then kind of talk about some of the features of the mower and then talk about the overall cut quality, because I do think, just from my own experience, the cut quality is quite good for a rotary mower, and I'm going to explain why, you know, I think it does a really good job at cutting, not just from power, but also kind of the way that the motors are set up. The brushless motors that Milwaukee makes are really good, and I think that has a lot to do with the cut quality. So just to kind of show you what we're dealing with here, here's an area that I've already cut at about 3 inches, and then here's the rest of the lawn. Definitely super overgrown, like I said, about 8 inches and really thick, so good test for the Milwaukee, but really the entire lawn is that way, and it's very overgrown. The entire lawn is that way, so we're just going to go ahead and get this thing cut, and then, like I said, we'll talk about some of the features of this mower and some of the things I like about it, and maybe there's a few things that I really don't care for, but let's get into it. Just like a lot of other models in the battery powered category, this does have a high lift mode on it. It's manual or it's automatic. If the grass is really long and the mower recognizes it's getting a little bit of resistance against the blades and the motor, it'll start turning faster automatically, or if you prefer to just use the manual high lift mode, you could just push this button, and when it's illuminated, you got the high lift mode going on. You've also got your ground speed control right here, so anywhere from 1 mile an hour up to 4 miles per hour. Typically homeowner models of mowers are kind of moving at a max of about 3 miles per hour. On the commercial side, you're moving anywhere between 4 and 5 miles per hour. And then, of course, in order to turn the mower on, you've got a very big power button here. You have to put the lever down first, the engagement lever, and then push the button, and you're off to the races. There's a lot of finely shredded material in here, but you may want to bag this opposed to maybe mulching this, just because, you know, if you're cutting at 8 inches, you're going to leave a lot of this behind no matter what you use. Now, when removing the mulch plug, it's really simple. It's just pulling this out. It actually fits in there nice and snug. You can see you got a little bit of grass kind of stuck in there, but this actually just slides right into the back of the steel mower deck here, and then you go ahead and you install your mulch plug. All you have to do is slide this in towards the top where you see the corresponding arrows, and then close your flap right there, and you've got that installed. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start cutting with the side discharge plug. I am mowing this at about 3 inches, so let's see how it does with the side discharge plug put in. Bag just clips on, super easy, just like that. cut quality with the bag on, exponentially better than I think with, you know, the clippings you get with the side discharge. I think mulching looks better than the side discharge area, just from my anecdotal experience. But definitely it cuts the best with the bag on, especially since I'm cutting a really tall lawn here. So I'm just gonna keep going with it, and then we'll recap here at the end when I'm done cutting the lawn. So in my first 30 days of using the M18 Milwaukee fuel mower, I'm actually really impressed with the fit and finish, just how rigid this mower is compared to a lot of the other battery powered models I've used in the past from other companies. It's just very well thought out. I really like the design. I like the fact that it has these really nice rubber wheels on it. You can definitely feel when you're mowing, you're trying to stay in a straight line. The grip on the rubber wheels works really well, especially through thick grass. It does have a really nice 21-inch steel deck. The mower is a little bit heavier than I expected, but really the reason you will experience that is because this is actually marketed towards more of a commercial market, although I think it's priced somewhere in between commercial and the homeowner model, which makes it, our homeowner prices, which makes it really easy for a homeowner to kind of get into one of these mowers, but also this could be used in the commercial segment due to the fact that if you're already working commercially and you're bought into the Milwaukee platform, you can use your batteries. It does come with two 12 amp hour batteries, but if you have more batteries, you can always swap those out while you're charging. The 12 amp hours, put some other ones in here and you can keep going without losing any time. Then also with considerations to the price of the mower, it is just a little bit over $1,000 for that Milwaukee mower. It's like $1,099. There are times I've seen it, like Milwaukee days, I kind of looked at the price. It went down to $1,000 and they threw in like a string trimmer and an edging attachment with it for the same price, which is good. If you can get those things kind of bundled together, I think that's a really good value for what this mower is. But honestly, all mower prices are kind of getting really high. I know if you want to get into an Ego or a Toro Super Cycler, you're kind of looking into like an $800 range. The Toro Time Master has gone up about $500 this year. It's like a $1,600 mower now. So really, in the grand scheme of things, the M18 being about $1,000, you know, just kind of given the fit, the finish, the build quality, the cut quality, I actually think it's a pretty good value. And if you're someone who mows your lawn a lot and you like to have a good cut quality, you may be able to justify that cost, kind of depending on what you would factor into maintenance over time on a electric mower or a battery powered mower, because there are no oil changes, there's no emissions, there's really no maintenance outside of just charging the batteries, keeping the mower clean, and then also just sharpening the blades, and that's really about it. All right, so I'm actually back at my house now. I lost audio earlier today, some of my equipment, so we'll just pick up where we left off, shall we? I was getting into some features about the M18 that I do particularly like. This mower is very similar. I would compare this setup to like the homeowner Honda models that have just a little push paddle. It's nice spring action, really easy to use. It's got very soft rubber on it, which is really nice. It feels really good in your hand, even like the handle here. It's not just like a metal handle. It's got some soft rubber on it that actually feels pretty nice. The thing that I really like is the fact that you can change the height of cut with one lever. One of the things I hate, or is a big pet peeve of mine, is on a lot of mowers where you have a single tab on each of the four wheels to change the height of cut. I think that's just a terrible way to change the height of cut. Good job from Milwaukee on using this lever. It's a really nice lever. It's very rigid. Makes it really easy to change the height of cut. Inside of the battery compartment, I mentioned before, it holds two 12 amp hour high output Milwaukee lithium ion batteries. You have to use 2 batteries with this mower. You can't get away with using just one. Although in my experience with this so far, I can cut my yard a couple of times without having to go for a recharge on just these 2 12 amp hour batteries. So that'll get you, I don't know, about an hour of run time, maybe a little bit more. If your grass is really thick and overgrown, you may need to run a charge, after doing that. But my yard's about 6,000 square feet, so you could get about a ½ acre. At least that's what Milwaukee claims you can get with this mower on a single charge. And then this bagging system is actually really nice. It's got these 2 really nice, robust kind of clips on here. You can see my bag is pretty full right now. I just mowed my whole backyard and I didn't dump the bag. I still got a little bit of room left in there. But this mower bags exceptionally well. Probably better than almost any of the other mowers I've used, especially in the battery category. But I think it holds up just as well as some of the gas mowers I've used in the past for its ability to bag and hold about 2 bushels. One thing I do like about this mower, like a lot of other mowers, is it's really easy to set the handles down. All you have to do is turn these little switches over. It locks into place. And of course, this mower is real easy to just put up like that. If you want to store it that way, lay it down flat. You can save room by storing it with the handlebars down. Or of course, if you have a tight space in your garage, you want to put it up against the wall. It works really good in that type of scenario as well. We're cutting this at 1 inch. I think even at, 1 inch is pretty low for a rotary mower. And I think it cuts just as well at like a 1 inch height of cut than, it does at like maybe a 3 or 4 inch. Just kind of a testament to the cut quality. Even at this low on fescue, this looks pretty good. Remember, we're kind of like almost into mid-August here, and turf quality still looks this good. So if you found this review helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, this is just kind of my initial review. I want to do another test with this mower in the fall with leaf cleanup because I do have a lot of leaves on my own property. So far, I'm impressed with the bagging capabilities on this mower, but I think the real test for this is going to be during the fall when we get a lot of leaves. So we'll look at cut quality in the fall when the grass is really growing well and how well it can pick up leaves, mulch them up, because leaf cleanup is kind of a big deal. So hope you liked the video. I really like this mower. I'm going to keep using it. I'm going to keep featuring it in more videos. So don't forget to kind of follow along for more content on that. I appreciate Milwaukee sending this to me. This is not a sponsored video. I'm not being paid to talk about this mower. The deal was send me the mower. I will give you my honest opinion on it. There's no pay to play with Milwaukee, which is what I really like with that company. I look forward to using this a little bit more. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.